So we're back with season 1, episode 7 of Percy Jackson. I talked about my thoughts in the last episode. People were pointing out that, worrying about the changes when we haven't yet seen how they've all played out, doesn't make a lot of sense and that we should wait. And while, that's not going to fix my issues with how they did the Lotus Casino scene and how I think that weakens the characters and the scene just isn't as good or interesting, I do agree in general that I'll wait to see how it plays out. And I talked a lot before, and I'm already so tired, and this is a longer episode, so let's just get right into it. I know it might seem like I'm not excited. I am still very excited. I'm just quite tired. Okay, so unfortunately, the software after this point decided to crash and stop recording, but not give any indication to me that it had stopped properly recording. So all I have is the audio with like a few random shots that it froze on. So I'm still going to post it because it has the audio of my reaction, but you can't see the episode or me except for like the bits that it froze on. I don't know why it did this. It's incredibly frustrating, and again, it gave no indication while I was recording that would have allowed me to stop and restart or anything. So sadly, this is all I have. I hope people still enjoy it. I'm forgetting the crusty scene because, even the musical skipped this one, and I think it was a good scene. We're running out of breath.
Missing our mummy, are we?
Oh, yes.
I know who you are. You're Procrustes.
Oh, come on!
Son of Poseidon and murderer of travelers.
Okay, I'm really unhappy with how the show is just having them already know who everyone is.
Please.
Them figuring it out is the fun of the book. This is...
You've got Dad's eyes.
Off the bat.
Take a load off. Relax for a minute.
I know there's a secret passage to the underworld here.
Oh, come on.
I know you were left here to guard it.
That's just not...
But I need you to let me through.
How it is in the book.
Please?
Why did they even... I'm really just unhappy. He just had the shop in the book. It was not related to the underworld.
For your
cutting out the record studio.
I'm really not interested.
They show you.
You okay?
What?
Yeah.
So she pushed him?
You won't save her. You won't be the first to try bringing someone back from the underworld. You won't be the first to fail.
Genuinely, this is really, really upsetting. They cut out the whole thing in the book where Percy tricks Crusties into getting in the bed just to have Annabeth push him while invisible. That's not... They've cut out all the moments of Percy being smart, all the moments of Percy figuring stuff out, and I just don't know why. I mean, I get that he's only 12, but he's a smart 12-year-old. They just aren't letting him show his best qualities, his thinking skills. I just don't know why they seem so insistent on taking that from him. I mean, at first it just seemed like they were missing moments by accident, but with every single one being taken away, it feels like it's a choice. And where's Grover? And they don't have Annabeth and Grover being in the beds. They don't have the bed, stretching and cutting off things and cutting Krusty's head off. Just, I'm upset.
You're lucky we're letting you keep your head, dummy.
No! They're not supposed to let him keep his head. They cut off his head. That is how it goes.
It's either the realm of the dead or someone left a carton of milk in there in the 1990s.
Why was that just there?
Better? I just think it's safer if I'm not holding them all.
Oh, that's gonna cause a problem.
Let's go get your mom.
Also a safer world. The rest of this episode had better make up for how awful that opening was. Why even include it just to not do it?
Oh, open the door.
Dang.
Hey, focus. We left Kansas 4 days ago.
Yeah, no, it's a...
Because she hasn't seen movies. Why is Karen like this? Books are older. Karen was so much better. Why did they have Cerberus eat Grover? What is that?
Are a bad Bad dog.
Don't say that. Your new friend.
Hades' palace.
Upside down.
It's a real option. Some children are better off being with their parent.
A real option. She has a job.
They.
Oh. Creepy.
Souls here are bound by regret. Haunted by choices they made in life.
That's different.
I trust your dad. You can do this. I know you can.
I'm guessing what she regrets is Thalia.
Run! Now!
And she doesn't feel guilt over the sacrifice. Are they just not going to have a show up in the palace? I mean, I guess there's no need for her to be there, but why? Why?
She made it.
But also, oh no, I hate them doing that. Because that means they don't have the scene where they're deciding who's going to
the
stay
dog
with
in a
them
while.
in the underworld, and she offers to do it,
He chased us all that way and then
and they
just
all
stopped.
want to be the one to say. That was such an important moment.
I wonder why.
He's not gonna find it here, is he? No. He just doesn't find out in Hades' palace. How? Oh, why would they do this? Why even go to Hades' palace now? Like, they have the goal. Why are they making these changes? I'm honestly so upset.
Is this? No. Wait, this isn't my bag. This is the bag Ares gave me.
They're already figuring this out. Why would
Ares
they
had the
even
Master Vault this
go
entire
to
time and
Hades'
tricked us.
palace now? Like,
He was working
why
with
are they
Hades?
doing this?
Guess so.
Zeus is just gonna have to wait.
Okay.
Let's go get your mom.
Okay, that's not what I thought they were gonna do, and... Really?
I
Is
know
that the
this
way-
is hard. Listen,
She bribed him with ice cream.
I would never do this to you.
Whoa. Feels like they're
Is this our
gutting
stop?
the emotional core of the story. I mean, it's not the plot changes that bother me. I don't really care about minor plot things, but the changes they're making are just taking everything out of the characters and the moments in the book. And they have other moments, but it's just not the same.
Hey, fellas. Let's get to it.
Come on, let's get Percy calling
Your mom's just over here.
It's the impertinence. And like, without them asking him for the Master Vault, it just changed the whole dynamic of the scene. Why do that? Moving that revelation to later in the episode, it's not like, I mean, there's no reason they had to move it earlier, but I can see it's just taking so much out of the dramatics and making it so much less impactful.
I don't know if you noticed, but it's all candy canes and rainbows down here. I'm managing just fine.
Oh, I don't get
Don't really do
complaining
jealous.
about not wanting more souls.
My brother's on. Family drama is why I don't go up there anymore.
Phonos.
Oh, he figured it out.
Excuse me?
That's
He's got the longest.
interesting. Instead of having Zeus and Poseidon figured out on Olympus, they did it earlier. That's fine.
Ask me for sanction. And the goat.
Wow.
I'll throw him in on the house. This works out nicely for you.
I do appreciate Percy realizing it's Kronos, because that doesn't
Give me the
kind of
bag.
give him some of being smart.
Hold fast, Mom.
Aww. I feel like it wasn't as big a moment as in the book where he really had to choose to leave her. Like, it happened so fast. In the book, it was a while of them deciding who was going to stay. And they all wanted to stay, and then Percy made the choice to leave what matters. I don't know. Oh, she's making an offering? Why is the ice cream meaning gone? Interesting that the first time we meet Poseidon's gonna be in flashback.
You say it, and I will listen.
Aww. That's sweet. I thought we were in a flashback of their actual, like, original romance.
I want him to know who he is. Before your family tries to tell him who they want him to be.
Ooh. I mean, it's a good point.
He is better than that.
Oh, he is.
He has better things in him than that.
Yeah, he has you.
And it's gonna be hard for the both of you.
Yeah, and he's not gonna be there.
It's gonna be right on the other side.
You know, yeah, you could have shut up.
His mother raised him well.
Aw, she did, and you had nothing to do with it. The fact that Poseidon was actually there at some point, like, talking
One
about
day,
Percy's upbringing with Sally is just such a moment.
one day when he's ready,
Aww.
I'll be right by his side.
By the sea. I really just don't know about this one. There are moments that were good, but it just feels like they're sucking so much of the emotion out of the story. I mean, I don't know why they were doing so well at that at the beginning. And now it's like they're focusing on plot expediency at the expense of, you know, developing who these characters are and the thematic element of the story. And I just don't know why. I mean, the book was perfect, and I understand the mediums are different. You're gonna have to adapt some things differently to make it work for TV, but that's not what some of these changes are. They're just, I don't know. Changing the whole scene with Hades, having Annabeth leave early. Why did they have Annabeth leave early? What was that for? There was no reason for that, and they cut out the moment from the books where they're all trying to decide who will stay in the underworld because they only have 3 pearls. And how, like, it's a decision, and Annabeth and Grover are both willing to stay for Sally, and Percy realizes that these friends would never betray him and how important that is. And then he makes the choice and the realization that he has to leave Sally, thus failing to save what matters most. I mean, this didn't feel like it was a sacrifice, like it was a choice. Yes, like, he left her, but he was just like, you'll return her, it'll be fine. Like, he didn't feel like, and I guess obviously we don't see inside his head, but still, it could have felt like more of a moment, and it just kind of didn't. Like, why? And then figuring out about Kronos early. Why? What does that add? It just feels like it took away moments of realization. And then with Ares, he's just there. Like, there was no figuring it out. I don't know. It just doesn't play right. Like, changing the plot details is fine, but the way they do it, it just doesn't feel like the emotional core of the story is maintained. And why even include the crusty scene if you're gonna do it so wrong? Like, just skip it like everyone else did at that point. I really, really wanted to like this episode. I really, really did. Even after the last episode, I was like, that was just a little blip. We're gonna come back. It's gonna be great. And it's like they took the climax and changed it for no reason. So that was the end of the non-spoiler section. So thanks for watching, if that's you. And as for a brief spoiler section, Percy talking about Tartarus, I was thinking very much House of Hades, you know, him eventually going to Tartarus. That's really the only spoiler that I had. It was just like, wow, he's mentioning Tartarus a lot. Also, side note, Hades didn't mention Kronos being his dad. He just called him Kronos. I don't know. Zeus and Poseidon always called him father. Anyway. But yeah, so that's that. I really, really hope the finale sticks the landing. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this episode.